Grand rising this morning, families. Grand rising. Y'all know we up with the birds in the morning. Alright, you know what it is. On my way to Walmart this morning. Going up sunrise. On my way to Walmart. Just looking at the news this morning before I came out. It was a very violent weekend in Philadelphia. That memoir there. Yeah, like I was saying, y'all. It was a violent weekend in Philadelphia. I think six people shot and killed over the weekend. But that's all over the world, though. You know, some communities, they can't believe that the violence is happening in their communities. But violence is everywhere, y'all. You can't predict when violence is about to strike. You know what I mean? You can't predict that shit when it's about to strike. You know, it's gonna always be violence, y'all. It's gonna always be violence. You know, I know a lot of us is getting tired of the violence, cutting on the TV, and we see nothing but violence plaguing our communities and things of that nature. And we trying to come together to combat that violence, but there's always a weed looking to grow, y'all. You take down one, there's always another person there looking to take that person's spot, y'all. There's always a person that's looking to take that person's spot once that person either get locked up or get murdered. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna always be violence. It's gonna always be retaliation, y'all. Of people's loved ones. You know? Which is sad. Sad. You know, some people like, man, I ain't trying to hear that. That was my brother, or that was my sister, or that was my cousin. You know, maybe they was locked up at the time. Then when people get out, you start saying the difference. You know what I'm saying? Of retaliation that plagues the communities. Ain't no coming back from death, y'all. Ain't no coming back from death. You'll be here spiritually, but physically you gone. You know? I was like, wow. 6 murders this weekend in Philadelphia. But then y'all see how Charleston white disrespect New York City. Y'all see how Charleston white disrespect New York City, right? And disrespect Christopher Wallace's mom. So I don't understand on some of them comments how people agreeing with Charleston white saying he trolling. I understand trolling. We get it. We know about trolls and shit, you know what I'm saying? But when you start putting kids and mothers and grandmothers and people that ain't got nothing to do with your drama, your internet bullshit, and people encouraging you to keep going with that foolishness, I just wanted to show a video to show y'all that the violence that goes on in the African American community. Now, how the hell in Math Hoffa, once school starts back, which is tomorrow, we're gonna do some current events, right? And we most definitely gonna visit Math Hartha response to Charleston White disrespect of his kids in the entire New York City. You know what I'm saying? We most definitely gonna visit that. There's always two sides to the story. And Charleston White was most definitely out of pocket with the disrespect. He most definitely was out of pocket with the disrespect, y'all. Disrespecting Christopher Wallace's mom. He'd spit in her face. He'd dig up Christopher Wallace's body, and piss on him and all that bullshit. My thing is this, y'all. He from Texas, like he said. He from Texas, like he said. And they booked him for a show in New York. So how you gonna transport your assault weapons, like you said, and bring all the South to New York with guns? And New York had their own gun laws. How you gonna travel from Texas, from the South, up here to the North, transporting weapons after you talking shit about somebody's whole entire city and disrespecting somebody's mom? That lady don't got nothing to do with y'all internet bullshit, man. Keep that lady name out y'all fucking drama, man. God damn. Fucking little ass kids on the internet, man. That's why they gave us the internet, because they knew you niggas ain't nothing but kids, man. Fucking babies and shit. Get a fucking device and don't know how to act with the motherfucker. Up here disrespecting your own goddamn race and shit. With no respect, no filter, none of that shit. Disrespecting the dead. I've been told y'all that, though. How these motherfuckers be disrespecting the dead, disrespecting kids, talking about laying pipe up in little kids and shit, infants and all that shit. Man, these motherfuckers is sick, y'all. That's why I said y'all don't know who these people are on the internet, y'all. If somebody's showing you who they are, pay attention to it, y'all. That's who they really are, y'all. Pay attention, y'all. When they show you who they are, pay attention to that shit, y'all. Because that's just who they are. You know what I'm saying? That's just who they are. But my thing is this. We at Walmart, right, in Eddystone. When they run up on Charleston White, he ain't got them, like he said, his guns, AKs, extra clips, and all that old bullshit, man. It's like, who's quick on the draw? I don't give a fuck what type of gun you got. You can have a motherfucking Uzi, and a motherfucker can kill you with a 22. It's all on who's quick on the draw. But hold on, we're gonna pick back up, y'all. Let me run up in Walmart real quick. Hold on. We back, y'all. Yeah, but Charleston White, y'all. Get up in Walmart early, right? You know, cashiers in there in the morning. Everything self-checkout. And then ain't no cash. Everything credit card or debit card. I'm like, dang, I should have told me that before I sat in this goddamn line. Then in 15, 20 minutes. That the machines don't take cash. You know what I'm saying? So, damn. But anyway, back to Charleston White punk ass, y'all. Disrespecting the dead, disrespecting the living, disrespecting kids. But like I was saying, y'all, if this man traveling from Texas to New York with these firearms that he talking about, can't transport weapons from one state to another state, my man. Even if your intentions is to come to New York, everybody know what your intentions is. You looking to start some type of beef between New York and the South, which is weak. Which is weak. Then I see he talking about getting motherfuckers from South Carolina, North Carolina, DC, Atlanta, and all this shit. What you think you getting, NATO? What you putting NATO together to go against New York, nigga? That's what it sounds like. You putting all these people together to come to one city to defend you after you was talking shit, disrespecting the dead. See what happened to Tommy Sotomayor when he came to New York after talking all that shit. And that wasn't even mofos from New York that did that to Tommy. That was motherfuckers from Baltimore that did that to Tommy. When they swung on Tommy, but they ain't really, motherfuckers swung on him, but they ain't really doing him in like they should have did him in. You know what I mean? He ended up calling the police and got an escort about the venue when Sarnetta and them was having a venue. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel bad for Charleston White when they get their hands on that Negro. That Negroid. You gonna cut on the motherfucker log into the YouTube one morning or one night and be like, YouTuber sprayed with 1,000 bullets. Known as Charleston White, rah, rah, rah. Talking shit. You know what I'm saying? Talking shit, y'all. About the dead and all that shit. Kids. Raping little people, kids and all that shit. Two things can happen out of this one, y'all. Either he get killed or he get locked up. That's it. That's the only thing that can happen out of this shit. Sorry to say it, but it is what it is. All the shit that man been talking. He just didn't start doing this, y'all. Talking to disrespecting people, loved ones, you know what I mean? He just didn't start this shit. This shit been going on with this dude, like I said, for a minute. And he talking about he down with Pac and I'm Pac, and after you disrespect Tupac mom, come on, fam. In the West, the same way he disrespect New York, he disrespect the whole entire West Coast the same way, y'all. But they said he was shot in his head or in his eye or some shit, in his right eye. And when people get shot in their head, y'all, they lose screws up top. And he might got screws in his head that's loose, that's having him disrespect people like that, man. Because it's like, he got the mind of a 5-year-old, y'all. He got the mind of a 5-year-old, y'all. That's a fact. This grown-ass man. He got them. I'm gonna tell you who he put you in the frame of. What's his name? Chunky off of the Goonies. That's who he put you in the frame of. Yo, hold on, y'all. Yeah, he put you in the mind of a 5-year-old autistic child. The way how that dude act, y'all. Real. what grown man y'all know act how he act? And I don't give a damn if y'all say, oh, it's only YouTube. Man, so the fuck what? Stop disrespecting the dead. It's lines and boundaries that you cross and shit when you disrespecting the dead. And people, kids and shit. Talking about raping people, kids, and all that old foolishness. And don't you know the police be watching these motherfucking videos. So for him to say he going to New York with all types of guns and ammunition, okay, either only motherfucker that can do some shit like that is a fucking informant. You know what I mean? Or you're an agent, you know what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of people starting to say, he's an agent, y'all. Who talks how he talks, talking about violence and pulling up with guns, and after you talking shit though, square up with a motherfucker. Square up. I seen you getting your little workout on. Square up with these same motherfuckers that you disrespecting. Give them a fade. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't even resort to violence. If you got enough heart and balls to disrespect people, your fight game must be tight. Your fight game must be tight. You know what I'm saying? If you disrespecting people like that. But I see now you's as they would say, a coward. Because now you starting beef. Now you pulling everybody else into your beef that you claim are your supporters. Are they really your supporters? He's an artistic child. That's what he is, y'all. And a lot of people want to give him a pass because he's an artistic child. You know what I'm saying? And they like, you don't get no points fucking him up. Nothing like that and shit because he's artistic. Nah, don't blame that artistic shit on yourself now when niggas about to run up on you and see if you really about that life that you talking. Don't blame it on that artistic shit now. What artistic kids you know or child or grown folks disrespecting the dead and disrespecting little kids talking about they gonna rape them. Even babies. He gonna rape baby. He gonna rape your baby. Come on, man. Then he said F all the victims from 9/11. This dude is highly disrespectful. That painting right there, that memorial of Brandy Wells, right there. Brandy Wells was from Chester, y'all. Chester had a lot of famous people that came out of Chester. You know what I'm saying? And Charleston White, he ain't do nothing but make a grave, dig a grave for himself. You know what I mean, ladies and gentlemen? A lot of people say this social media, this the internet, they ain't gonna never meet. You don't know who watching these videos of him disrespecting people, loved ones, y'all, who got bread. You know what I mean? That might just go out their way and drop that bag on the motherfucker to run up on him. You know what I'm saying? It's all it gotta take, somebody to drop a bag on him. It's a wrap. You know what I mean? I think motherfuckers booking him in different cities and states so they can see if he really about that life. All that shit he was talking. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people want to see if he really about that life, but they know he ain't. That motherfucker only weigh about 120 pounds soaking wet. You know what I mean, ladies and gentlemen? He weigh about 100 pounds soaking wet. That's a fact. They most definitely gonna fold that nigga up when they catch him. most definitely gonna fold him up. That's a fact. Think them jokers that was down with Biggie, you think all of them just disappeared, nigga? Think them motherfuckers disappeared? The P. Diddy's and all them motherfuckers, you think they just disappeared? The Jay-Z? You disrespect Jay-Z? You disrespect everybody. Like, you just don't give a fuck, you know what I'm saying? He on some fuck everybody type of shit, like he said. But, like they say, every dog has his day, you know what I mean? Just hope you prepared, my man, for what's gonna come your way. You know what I'm saying? When you least expect it, that's when it's gonna hit you. That's when it hits a lot of people, when they least expect it. Well, violence all over the world, y'all. Violence all over the world. 724. 724. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, y'all. I'm about to end this video, y'all. Just leaving the gas station. About to wrap it up. Went to Walmart, mailed my letter. Just at the gas station off. About to wrap it up, y'all. It was a pleasure, y'all. Y'all always know that in the morning time. Politics and talk about the latest. The latest is, you know what I'm saying? That being said, ladies and gentlemen, I love you all. Stand on your square. Always put the Most High first. And everything else will fall in place. You know what I'm saying? That being said, y'all, until the next time, peace.